Today, we are all witnesses to the heart-wrenching situation in Gaza and other Palestinian territories. We cannot discuss war and peace, conflicts and resolution, or humanitarian imperatives today without reflecting on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict that has been raging since 7th August last year. Of course, the conflict predates this period and has been simmering for a better part of half a century. What it tells us is that the international community has failed to live up to the spirit and aspirations of the United Nations to rid the world of inequality, violence, and domination of one people by another. Justice is antithetical to revenge. Freedom is an inalienable right and a natural entitlement that cannot be denied to any people. The Palestinian people deserve their independence. They deserve to have a home of their own in territories already recognized by this very assembly and by international law, which is being routinely ignored. Nigeria continues to urge efforts to bring back on track the two-state solution that offers the prospect for a new beginning for the region. Nigeria reaffirms to supporting United Nations peacekeeping operations. We recognize the need for Africa to build strong and professional armies to meet the multiple challenges we face. Consequently, we reiterate the call for international support to operationalize the African Standby Force, in addition to the provision of requisite support and resources to ensure the upgrade, take-up, and effectiveness.
Yeah, Mr. Tinubu, the Vice President on Tuesday was seen at the U.S. summit, calling and vying for the freedom of Palestine. But the same president is opposed to the Biafran agitation in Nigeria. Don't you think something is fishy?
He's
and why
fishing.
is the president acting?
He's fishing, not that some. He's already fishing. You know, and there's a level that you expose yourself, you know, they will blacklist you. They will not tell you. But when time will come, you will begin to see that they know all the information about anybody in Nigeria. They have it. Nigeria will not be a threat, not the threat of Africa. We are talking about sophisticated people who are already in the Middle East, who are trying to grow their own science by themselves, who are struggling to define a moment. Even though they are going to borrow some level of expertise, you know, but to an extent, they will contribute up to 10% of it. At what percentage? Tell me the percentage of the black man in trying to rediscover innovation of science. Talk less of coming to a particular place. You are not a member of the UN. You are not related to it. You don't have any membership at all. Just go there on observatory status. You came there when you know that currently now what happened. Even if you want to say that you condemn first what took place in Israel in October 7th. Where the peaceful existence of Israel was encroached on by extremists, powerful extremist forces, and over 3,000 Israelis were murdered in their own land. No issue. They don't have issue. They were not pregnant. They were not at home with anybody. You invaded a Jewish state, and you are saying it does not have consequences. That has millions of consequences. Then you are coming out and said, you know, that the United Nations will listen to you. Antonio Guterres, let them play the highest politics on earth. The Security Council will determine what will happen at the end of the day, not what Antonio Guterres, the UN Secretary General, is going to say. And you know that Israeli representatives are there. They are physically there. And you know that when you say such things, you know, they pick it. We know where those things are coming from. In Iraq, of course, we know. We know whatever is happening in Nigeria now is coming from Iraq. All the structures that lead to that terrorism, Boko Haram, is coming from there. We know. Then the guy is saying that, how come you are coming to say this thing? Have you forgotten the history? It's just like what you are seeing in the north now, where the Hausas are the indigenous people and the Afulanis.
Yes.
Who are the indigenous people of the land? Then you are saying that another person, that a visitor, should be allowed. Then why did Nigeria actually reject Ruga? Why did the likes of Biafrans, Adebanjo, and all of them rejected Ruga? Then the vice president went there. It's unfortunate that Nigeria issue, or those who feel that they are alive, it's not an issue to Israeli Mossad. I can tell you, both the president, both the former president, they can never be a threat to Israel. They can never be a threat to Israel. They keep on exposing themselves. And the guy told them, wrote in that article, that the Biafrans, according to United Nations Charter, that understand the requirement of self-determination, allowed and are guaranteed that it can only be given to indigenous people. Are Palestinians indigenous people? That's the question for Shettima to answer. If you're not going to be able to get that correctly now, Israel is not going to cede any visit to anybody. The consequences of October 7 will forever. Now, all of them are begging. As I'm telling you, Israel has taken over almost everywhere in the Middle East. Imagine the Nasrallah, the so-called military sheet of Lebanon, was making a statement, and the Israeli warplane was on his head. With all the noise, was on the head until he finished that statement to tell him that we know where you are. All their whole commanders some of them are dying inside toilets. They don't know how they died. Talk less of Nigeria. We know there's going to be bilateral. We understand. The Igbos, the Biafrans are currently in Israel. There has been there. Some Biafrans are already in the Israeli military. When they see them online, we watch them. We know what they're talking about. We know the consciousness. We know the encouragement that is coming from Benjamin Netanyahu. We know so many of them who have aligned with the ideology and understanding to stabilize West Africa. So let them continue. The resistance will come. They can never. Nobody will buy into that. Then you flew back to Abuja. Everywhere is quiet. Maybe they are asking Shettima, who sent you message? Now you go right there. You understand? Are you the one that went to put this thing here? Don't you know there's an issue? Because I'm telling you in honest truth. If they tell Lebanon today what is happening, if they tell Iraq today, do you know why Saudi Arabia is quiet? Most of them are quiet because they have been victims too. So how will somebody will look openly and say that Israel should allow terrorists to stay in their midst? Well, the terrorists you people brought are still killing your own people in your own land.
That is what so many Igbo leaders has come out to condemn what the vice president said, saying that it's also a practical example for the Biafra people to also exist.
We are only building capacity. You don't need anybody to tell you. We are not too much noise about it, because the world was quick to arrest Israel in 1948, and pick it because a certain man came up and became a threat to the global world. See, bro, when you don't have it, Israel have it. They are the only tribe, the only race in the history of the world that tasted angelic food from heaven, manna from heaven, direct from heaven. No tribe, including Igbos. I should tell you, anything I'm telling you, this is not rain or mockery. If you like, make you see the video, that one is business. If he say we should open up for a debate, let him come. Maybe let us come and explain yourself. That if I do a proper research, I know I've forgotten some of the places I wrote it. I will show you physically. Biafra was mentioned in the Bible. Not this one. So the genesis of innovation and civilization and modern technology is the exclusive right of the Israeli scientists to this moment. Nobody has broken that record. Nobody has never collected the third son. The only thing that made them to represent, to look at Igbos as people with a different ingenuity is because we were able to disclose ours, to make it public during the Nigeria-Biafra war, where an Igbo man was able to manufacture armory without the white man's input. That's the only thing. And today, we are doing it. We are not going to transfer it to anybody. They are looking at what this man went there to do. But well, I know that Israel does not talk more. But when the time comes, Israel will tell them nowhere IBB is sleeping. Obasanjo, all of them that would get Biafra, that brought terrorism to the people of the Christian world.
And brought terrorism?
Yes, to the people of the Christian world. See, what is happening in the Middle East? Conquer God now and conquer Israel.
So now, lastly, you are saying that Israel would not give room for Palestine.
Bros, the question is, let anybody answer that question. It's as simple as that. Is Palestinians indigenous people of that land? That ends the matter. Are they? It's the same Britain that created problem in Nigeria. It's the same Britain that planted Palestinians in Israeli land. So if you look at what RFI is trying to tell you, you have been telling them that they are saying that Igbos does not understand politics. Yeah. That unfortunately they don't know anything. That Igbos understand politics very well, and they are just pretending as if they don't know what is happening. They are building capacity. Everybody should be careful. The anger is bottled up. A time will come when these things will become very clear, both to the north and to everybody. The word will come. You see, all these statements, all these things that are happening, don't think that the people are not monitoring it. Even what is happening to nnamdikanu in the court, people are monitoring it. If they tell you that somebody that carried a bomb in 1978 and destroyed a facility belonging to America and Israel was a few days ago killed by Israel. You know what I'm saying? Most of their commanders are going down. They don't know where the thing is coming from.
Okay, I think.
So the problem is that, you know, they keep on exposing themselves. It's a reality. No, the reality is in the United Nations, in accordance with the law. BiAFRA did not offend anybody. There was a ceasefire, and that ceasefire, they were not able to implement their own side of the agreement. Then the people of the oppressed have risen, and they keep on asking questions, and that's where we are today. I'm not going back about it.
Thank you so much for that wonderful. Thank you so much for that wonderful. Good evening. There's a leak video on WhatsApp that is asking the Igbos to leave Lagos or else. What that else means, I don't know. But what can you say to it? You are in one Nigeria, and like I've been feeling, one group cannot ask another people to leave a particular place. What do you have to say about it?
Now, thank you for that wonderful question, Mr. The anchor of this big platform. But one thing, first and foremost, I want to say that no group or no ethnic group has monopoly of rascality. This is Nigeria. The Igbos has always been used as scapegoats in this current dispensation. That is why you see that in this protest that's ended, the Igbo man have refused to stay away from protest, knowing fully well that he or she, they will be tagged as the sponsor of this protest. The same Igbo man that has been deprived of presidency, the same Igbo man that feels he does not have a sense of belonging in this contraction called Nigeria. Now, some persons are saying the Igbos are too disrespectful. Some persons are saying that it is high time the Igbos leave Nigeria. The same Igbos have been championing for the BiAFRA cause. So I think at this point, if the government or the people feel they cannot stay with the Igbo man again, they should allow the Igbo man go. Because if I belong to a family and I am not welcome in that family, and then I've been disenfranchised of my rights in that family, I don't think it is my obligation for me as an adult to do a change of name, of surname. That's it. From now, I denounce this family. So they should stop. They should stop all this blame game. Those championing this aids are those in government. Truth be told, an individual can just wake up one day and say Igbos should go. It is not possible. He doesn't have that popularity. He doesn't have that clout. Some persons in government are championing this. Igbos should leave Lagos. Now, if the Igbos leave Lagos now, those that claim to be the owner of Lagos? Can they rent all the shops in Lagos? Can they rent all the apartments in Lagos? That's one of the politics the states, the government have played, that they are seeing there is no support in the southeast. Today they are saying that Igbos to go. Even an average Igbo man is even tired of the taxation in Lagos. An average Igbo man is tired of the molestation from some hoodlums who attack them every now and then. You saw it. They are saying when that in build up to the protest towards this August 1st, some persons went to Lagos Island Market, Balogun, to precise, and then there any Igbo man say nobody should come and protest or else their shops would go for it. And now this is a country that has a governor, a state that has a governor. Now are you saying that the governor of Lagos State did not see or watch that video? Let us away from that. The same people now, when he build up to the protest in Ikorodu, some person threatened all the masquerade in this state, Lagos State government, that anybody that comes to protest, the Oro will use the person as sacrificial lamb. We have a governor, we have senators, we have presidents, and that video went viral. Nobody condemned that video. Nobody said enough is enough. It has always been the Igbo man. When Nigeria is not working forward, it is the fault of the Igbo man. When the president has failed in his economic plan, it is the fault of the Igbo man. When the Igbo joined the protest in 2020, they said Igbo man want to spoil Lagos. Igbo man ruined Lagos. It was the Igbo man that vandalized all the properties in Lagos. Now that the Igbo man has refused not to join the protest, it is the Igbo man who is sponsoring the protest. What is it? One thing is that there are we have some political bigots championing this hate against the Igbo man. Just like what my friend used to say, like Nigeria is like a tricycle. They have 3 tripods. One of it is missing, and that one that is missing, I've said, okay, since the south and the north, since the west and the north are saying it is always their own right to become the president of the country, then own it and then leave me to my own business. But if those championing the affairs of the country, if the country is not working, next thing they call the Igbo man. It is the fault of the Igbo man. Now that the Igbo man has refused to protest, are you saying if it was the Igbo man that issued that threat, won't that man be arrested now? Let's not forget I think the Indigo leader, the first time that said IPOB would overrun Lagos, DSS has arrested him for over 2 years ago. That man has said he will send IPOB to Lagos. Yes. He has been arrested. So now the same person who has issued this threat now is nowhere to be found. And the governor of Lagos State the deputy governor of Lagos State was in Arise TV today saying he would be arrested. Why would the man be arrested? But if it was Chukwu Emeka Ndigo, Emeka Chinedu, when issued a threat against the government or against the people of this particular region, what would have happened to that man? DSS would have gone after him. DSS would have gone after him. So what I'm trying to say, is that enough of all these blame games on the Igbo man. Okay. The Igbo man has failed. He does not have a sense of belonging in the country. So why a failed government should not be attributed or to attach to the Igbo tribe? Igbo is not the cause of the failure of the current president. Igbo is not the cause of a failed economy. And Igbos are not the failed, are not the cause why Nigeria has has been stagnant since 1960. I think at this point, my call to those people championing for this hatred against the Igbo is that they should resist from it. Tomorrow the ball might turn.
Yes. And
then later on, it will fall into your own thing. Nobody has a monopoly of rascality. One thing that is that we are also in for peace. Just like what the deputy governor said, we should go after the person calling for the Igbo Monthly campaign and then deal with that person. Deal with the person. Let the person pay the price of that threat. Thank you for having me. At this point, you have to say you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our videos, share, comment for more political discourse. Thank you.